Well, there it is. Hello there, long time no see. This is WTii here, bringing you a 1v1 on the game Starcraft 2. It's the beta, and it's phase 2 of the beta, and we are looking at the map Lost Temple, and it's myself playing as the red Terran at the 6 o'clock position, against I was going to say Insomnia, it's actually homisia. Don't know why I saw it as that. As the blue Terran. Now, he's a little tetchy at the start because I wouldn't tell him my race. At the moment I'm playing random. I haven't decided which race I'm going to go for or whether I'm going to go for a race at all. I quite enjoy playing random, so that's what I'm playing. And he really hates the fact that I'm not telling him at the start of the game what my race is, despite the fact that part of the reason why you pick random is that you have the essence of surprise. Now I just want to toy with him a bit here, and I knew he'd get a bit angry. He seems like an angry fellow. So you can see both of us are coming up with a similar opening. Block the old ramp. What else would you do if you played Terran? I'm going to be sending off my SCV to scout, and he'll be doing the same. It's going to take a while for us to both realise that we are nowhere near each other. Unless you go air, and then you are very close to each other. So, looking at this, when you see your opponent build their barracks like this, like for example I built mine there, and I wouldn't be able to build an add-on unless it was slightly up a bit, slightly more ahead, whereas his is deliberately not as close to the ramp as it could be, which suggests that another supply depot is going to sit here, and then that gives him just enough room to make a tech lab or a reactor here. So if you're ever scouting the enemy Terran and you see this sort of building placement, then you're going to want to suspect that he's going to be putting an add-on onto that barracks. Although I don't know that yet because it's taken a while to find out where the hell this guy is. There we go. You can see what I mean now. It's all so obvious. So we've got the refinery there. Both for me as well. Command center going down, command center going down. This is very similar play, except it's going to get slightly different as the game goes on. I'm going to opt for more Marines, whereas my opponent is going to be going straight for Marauders. Going to speed up the game a bit now, because to be quite frank, nothing really is happening at this point, so a mass of Marauders is incoming. We can see another barracks is being put down, so we're going to see some heavy Marauder making, or maybe there's going to be a reactor there, and you can see lots of Marines. Either way, it could even be an MMM situation. Depends what this... No, that's a good place to put a supply depot, which is I've done the same here, so you can scout a bit further outwards. I'm going to be almost finishing off my factory here, and with that, I'm going to plan to go tanks. Now, I recently scouted that he had 3 Marauders, so that says to me that he's not going to be sitting defending. That says to me that at some point he's going to want to push out, especially with this scout here. So there's little telltale signs like that. So what do? Well, I get myself a bunker, because otherwise my Marines would be toast. So we're going to see that bunker go up probably just in time. He's starting to move out a bit with those Marauders. Not quite yet. Let's speed up the game a bit again. Look at him waddle along. Taking out that Selnaga tower. Just in time I got to see it and the Marauders arriving. So, now I'm going to put the game back to normal speed and you're going to see my siege tank is out, but it hasn't got siege mode yet. So I'm going to have to keep that bunker up. So I pull off some SCVs out of my mineral line, which is absolutely crucial. And you're going to see what happens. Marauders push up the ramp so they can see the bunkers. The Marauder over there can also see the bunker now because these Marauders are on the ramp. They're almost going to take out that bunker. It's very close. 4 SCVs seems to be the magic number though, just to keep it up. And the tank behind is doing some nice DPS. All the Marauders go down. I've lost nothing myself apart from some repair time. And I'm going to now sell that bunker because there's not really much point in keeping it since I've just had such an advantage point like that. So I can get as much minerals as possible, build another factory. I've also got myself an armory a bit earlier as they were attacking because I wanted to move on to get myself 4s, which I was now building. So he's bringing out some more Marauders to try and keep some sort of constant pressure, but he's going to have to realise that I'm going to naturally counter-attack after such a good position like that I just had. Siege tanks are now ready to go in siege mode. Fortunately, I can't catch that SCV, so I'm not sure what he's up to. Maybe a hidden expansion, but at least I got to see it going up there, so I'm aware of that. Now, the key here is good placement with the siege tanks. Putting them about this position allows you to hit, as you can see, just in range to hit all these buildings here. I don't want to put them any further up that ramp because I don't want them to get hit by the cliff top here. So he's going to have to bring down his Marauders into the tank fire. It's quite a nasty amount of Marauders, considering they do good siege sort of type damage against tanks. So they're actually still surprisingly good, believe it or not. Not actually hard to believe, but there you go. So he's just lost a significant amount. He's now down to half the amount of food I am. This is just a case of basically mopping him up, really. So good placement here. Also saving yourself some energy with your orbital command, so you can scout up here whenever possible. So if you have got siege tanks and you're starting to push, you probably want to save your energy at your orbital command for scanner sweep instead of using it on mules, unless you're absolutely desperate. That's his last Marauder who's going to get out there. It's now having to force him to make Marines, which isn't a good sign because Marines don't do too well against siege tanks. He's going to be able to get this siege tank though, maybe. I'm a bit too late to take him out. It's just quite sick really how well Marauders can kill anything really. Even only a couple of them. But the 4 is here. I'll do that a bit better, shall I? 4 is here. There you go. And he's gonna wreak some havoc. There's not really much that my enemy, my nice, polite, friendly enemy, is going to be able to put up against the 4 here. So we're going to see the 4 become a bit of a hero and get tons of kills. He has actually gone for the hidden expansion. But it's too late. Now, there's the GG. Well, at least from me. My opponent decided to ask me to die in a fire. And I thought this over, and I realised that it's probably not the best tactical decision to make. So this time I'm not actually going to go die in a fire. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been WTii. Please subscribe, rate and comment. Bye for now.